So I am back after figuring out that OBS is the devil, right? So, um, you didn't get to see it, unfortunately, because OBS likes to not record the important things. But we went up to A2, and it was a lot like the mission previous, where we had to do the gates. So we went through the gates, and it basically just opened a portal for us to come back. There was nothing too special said, nothing like that. But it was a lot like, the first time around in A2. Now, when we came back to the garage, Francis asked us to bring a memoriam with us for Tobias. I'll cover the front fenders here in a minute. That's our memoriam. He gave us a good boy. So he said it's his favorite. I forget what he said. Basically his favorite creature. It's his favorite. We found some Olympium. I might have said that in the video. And we made Olympium panels. Like, these things are kind of cool looking. I think they're kind of got like a wheel cover on them and everything. They're kind of dope. We fixed up the car. We added another one. So this is not the Star mini turbine. The other one we had was Peculiar. We have another turbine over here as well. We have one of the hydro generators. We have two high capacity batterators. Yes, high capacity batterators. Let me tell you. No, high capacity batteries. We have two high capacity batteries. All around with the puncture proof tires. These are our only Olympium panels because they're 10 Olympium per. I don't know, I have a random tree candy there. But that's pretty much what it is at the very moment. So we're getting ready to do is to run out to, what is this? I don't even know what that one's called. The end of the road. I'm sorry for OBS doing OBS things. It's really like an unreliable thing. You would think if a recording was like one of your primary features, you would have it locked down and never buggy. But apparently that's not how this works. So looks like we're going to junction, and it looks like it's called A9, the old wall. And we're just going to take this G8 to G1 up to D1 and A4. D1 might be a little bit of a doozy, but we'll find out. But everything else has no storms. So I figured we'll just run through there. So this is me giving that a shot. Let me go ahead and save this right here. Save it in our fourth section, just in case. But OBS should be recording, so I'm going to pause it and start it back up and make sure. Okay, so OBS is in fact recording. So if you're skipping along the video, I'm trying to keep up. We're getting ready to go up to junction A9, which is the old wall. So this should be the end. So the whole idea here is that we're getting the secrets from the remnant. We're figuring out the remnant, I guess. Like, this is a big thing for us. So I want OBS to work properly. That would be gorgeous. And we now have like the two fans on the back. This is so annoying. We now have two fans in the back. Should be giving us power. As you can see, without the headlights on, it's giving us power. We're just motoring through. We shouldn't use, you know what I should have done? I knew I was forgetting something. Jump cables. I don't have any jump cables. I need to make sure I loot some things at least. Any Arta trucks, things like that. Or hit up some buildings on the way. So that's what I wanted to test right there. That's a good sign. Holy Jesus, what in the hell was that? I hit the mud and the whole car went sideways. That is what that needs to do. That's using some of our energy to do that. So we need to make sure we're getting batteries, other components like that. So we have 9 volts. I might even just try to go ahead and put together one of the prods, because I think the prods just, basically straight up just charge. They just charge the car while inflicting a little bit of damage. So we'd like hit one of the wheels with it. So it doesn't do that much. So we already got 2 9-volts. Excuse me. And we don't have an auto parker. We took the auto parker off. So to vie basically for or in replacement of the giant batteries. So we can have the batteries. We're out of plasma. So if these batteries get damaged or destroyed, we're screwed. Yeah, these wheels do not like mud in the least. Big problem being with the car being completely electric and these wheels being ass, except for the fact that they can get punctured, which is honestly above all else the best thing. Yeah, these things are all over the place. Okay. We are going to stop here. Make sure we can get some of these resources. I know this dumpster's going to hook me up. I say that, and then what the hell? One fabric, dude? Come on, man. Oh, it's like he's broken. He's like broken. Well, shit. We got a deco vent in here. I don't think I've ever scanned a deco vent. Deco vent. The fire tire. That sounds kind of cool. Looking for anything we can cut and slice on out. There's a phone. There's a couple 9-volt batteries. That's wonderful, actually. Always going to see if we can cut one of those up. We cannot. That was some more 9-volts, though. Can't see a damn thing. It's too dark. There we go. Let's go through. G1 to D1. Should go halfway through. So as soon as we get in here, let's repair this car back up. Let's get it kind of back up to better condition than where it's at. We have the repair pace as long as it's kind of chill and calm out. In fact, there's not a whole bunch going on. Let's go ahead and grab our putty of repairage. Jeez, really? Okay, we'll take that and this. I just left it 1 in it. There you go. Right here. Perfect. Let's skedaddle. Put it in the park. Goofball. That is, you can tell, like dry roads and stuff. That's funny. I freaked the quirk out by spamming the windshield wiper button. Anyways, as you can tell with the dry roads and stuff like that, the puncture-proof tires are fine. They're not too bad. I'm still at 185 energy too. Now, I fully expect this area that we're coming to be like one of the most evil things in the world. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Puncture-proof tires don't like water in any way, shape, or form. They just despise water. They're hydrophobic. And dirt of any kind. You know what? Any adverse conditions other than perfect tarmac, it's not their favorite. But they don't go flat, so can't really complain. Yep, there we go. Straight stop. It's actually hurting our car because I think it was the electric engine. Skirt. Was tourists everywhere? Oh, full stop. Okay. Straight through. Up. And to the next. It'd be nice to have like a combined type of part, but it was really expensive. So like a full acid corrosive resistance one and like a bunch of other things. Fuel evaporation, that's funny. Oh no, not our fuel. Oh no. Please do not evaporate the gasoline in my tank. I do not know what I would do. Anomaly. Those things are so weird. You would never realize what you're looking at. Yep. There's the... No, not. There we go. Big not. They're still attached to us. Cross the water, so we slow all the way down again. Maybe? Yeah, oh yeah. Just don't fry out the engine, please. That'd be big, huge bad. If I could just remove the windshield wipers, I would. Just get rid of them. I've tried to diagnose this quirk. You know, saying, oh, when car moves fast. What is wrong with you? Who hurt you? But anyways, diagnosing the quirk, it didn't work. It didn't care. It said, no, you're just not getting rid of that quirk, basically. This guy right here. Another plebe. Ooh, that's quite a bit of water across really quick. You'll see our car flash too as we're doing this. It's like shorting out, starting to. I'm pretty sure there's like a given chance that it'll just short the car out. Wow, that was fast. Haven't even gotten across yet. We're getting there though. I didn't stop for any resources either. Bad stain, bad. So far so good. We barely have used any energy, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to barely use any energy. Remote smoke stacks. Smoke stacks. Let's see what this one is. The part of the zone is so unstable that pulling a single anchor will cause an atmospheric shift. Jeez. I don't want to. Also wish I knew what those were. What was that? Did you see that? Hold on. What was that? What is this? I mean, I've seen the electric ones, but what is this one? Come back. Don't you run from me when I'm trying to scan you? Radiant dredge. So, like, you can pick these up. But I think they're just explosive. Let's see. That's just a bomb. It reads like it just says it's just a bomb. Don't hit my car. Don't be rude. Oh, it's producing those. Ugh. Oh, and don't you be approaching my car. Is that what that is doing? It just took a step at my car. I'm like, whoa. Full heal, which eats my battery. So I won't be pulling any anchors here. Those anchors can go screw themselves. We're full on energy. I assume we'll probably stay energy good for a while. Well, we're not full on energy anymore, but as long as we drive pretty speedily. And the windshield stop. The windshield wiper stop. It's another one of those guys, though I don't know what they do. Not a clue. I don't know what these guys do. I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. Vroom. We are what your mother would call speed. Was bouncing along. I'm surprised we never have to change the suspension on this car. I mean, it'd be kind of nice to get a lifted kit or lower it, depending. Oh, those we want those. We want those in our life. Don't roll, damn it. Of course you're gonna roll. Why wouldn't you? Making it harder on everybody else. And we actually want these. And not necessarily for the balloons, but they give off some really big dumpster pearls. Those dumpster pearls might be pretty nice. Well, there's a abductor. Getting messed with by those guys. Okay. So very funny is what you guys are. In fact, you're hilarious. Don't do it again. Jeez, would you? Come on, let me go. Let me go. Vroom, vroom. Jeez. They just hang on to me forever. For life. They'll never let go. I feel like I should have taken a limb shield. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I have an inkling I might need it. Back up to full battery. Check that out. It's kind of cool. Apparently there's a ass ton of buildings over here too. Bunch of converters. Ah, we need that fuel truck. We totally need gasoline. I'm glad we don't anymore. I'm glad and not glad at the same time. The energy thing is kind of hard. Like, you gotta put so much on it just to make sure that you have energy. But at the exact same time, I mean, it's just electric. It's safer for the environment, duh. My car looked a little different. Just because it has the things coming out of it. You know what? While we're right here really quick, let me go ahead and just loot the trunk of this. Wow, 2 things to glass. Amazing. Okay. On to the next area, which is, I think that's our area. I think it's where we're supposed to be. This next area coming up. OBS, you still doing a thing? You still doing what you're supposed to? It looks like it, but you can never be quite sure with OBS. Little snake. Anyways, let's go. Ooh, dark. Very. The well.
This is really it, huh? The end of the road. Soon we'll finally see for ourselves what caused the mass hallucination and what Tobias and Alan died for.
And whether it was all worth it.
Oh, look at that wall.
Francis,
Yeah?
thank you for trusting me when you had every reason not to. Getting to this point together with you, it makes me feel like my old self again.
It's been an honor to watch you work, Dr. Turner. These gamma readings, are they real? I can't even begin to guess what could be outputting this much radiation.
Some sort of energy reservoir, a massive fission reaction, or
A portal.
Atlantis. If this thing really leads us to Atlantis, I'm turning in my PhD.
God, if only Tobias were here to see it.
I would have liked to hear his take on all of this. For once. All right, driver. You're almost to the
Oh,
threshold. Remember, Francis and I got your back. Once you get that car to the well, we'll keep the gamma ray burst under control for as long as we can. Whatever happens, whatever state you find yourself in, the arc device will be your safety net. Use it. Get back. It's opening. Godspeed, driver.
freaking stupid windshield wipers ruining the game. Ruining our cinematic cutscene and drive up. Fuck windshield wipers. Whoa.
Hoppy!
Did it work? What's the energy output? Damn it, Alan, I'm fine. Light nearly blinded me. Can you read it?
Yeah, let me see. 500 kilojoules? Hoppy, what is this?
The future. I call it limb waves.
Whoa. What the hell? Wee. Oof. We don't have any inventory buttons.
Alan, gosh. Is it that time already?
So, about leaving Arda. I was thinking, about by Christmas.
Yes, maybe. I just need to solve this instability issue. I loathe to think about leaving the Olympic Peninsula like this.
There's always more to do.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I love you for it. I'm just wondering if you'll really be able to walk away from all this. It's okay if you can't.
You abandoned the world to work here beside me. Fair is fair.
Len Tech is a world-changing discovery. Your world-changing discovery. Fairness isn't even a consideration.
We agreed to have children, and I'm not having them in this hellhole.
Good, because I'd love to have 8.
Then I hope you're ready to carry at least half of those yourself.
I love you.
I love you.
Just strange instance. It's like a Twilight Zone kind of thing. I don't think it's necessarily like a back in time or anything, but it's like their experience, Oppie and Alan's. Whoosh. It's definitely interesting.
The movers are here.
Francis too.
Why aren't you packed? I ain't going. The evacuation orders. Evacuation orders can go to hell. We leave and we never see the inside of these walls again. All the things we've been investigating, the ripple, the echoes from the swamp, they'll all fade away. I'm gonna stay and chase down these stories, wherever they take me. Tobias, stay here with me. You here to quote?
I'm here to deliver the committee's decision. You have been found guilty of doctoring experimental data. This action is in clear violation of Arda's scientific integrity. Judgment has been rendered. You may stay and work, but your clearance will be lowered to level 3.
So I'm to be a glorified flask cleaner.
Take it as a win. You could have been court-martialed instead.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have liked that much better.
What I like has no bearing on this decision. See you on Monday, Dr. Cook.
Driver, do you read me?
Driver, you passed through some sort of opening. We managed to hold it steady, but the energy expulsion is growing. We don't have much longer.
If you can hear this, you need to get back now.
Hey, look! The gang's back together!
Tobias?
I never told you how grateful I was that you stayed behind in the zone. With me. These years, best of my life. Foraging for mushrooms, slogging through swamplands, combing through hours and hours of terrible field recordings. Not a single moment wasted. Thank you. For everything.
It was all you. You made me feel capable. That anything was possible. That I wasn't some second-rate scientist. All my happiness was thanks to you. And I'm afraid of how I'll survive without you.
I'm not. You got this. You always have. Hey, Oppie, Alan sends his regards. And he wants to know why you haven't taken his advice yet. Driver, is that a gumbaroo on your dash? Oh, I'll be damned. Bye. Until next time.
Tobias? Tobias!
Driver, if you can hear this, we can't keep the well stable for much longer. Wherever you are, come back.
Just a little longer. Hold steady, Francis. Keep those limb bases aligned. Not even a .001 deviation, you get me?
I'm trying. The anchor field is wobbling, obvious. Anything we can do to stabilize things on your side.
Punching it as hard as I can. Francis, hold tight.
I can't. The face, it keeps sinking.
Driver, punch it. Go! You made it back, driver. All in one piece, it looks like.
And no sign of Remnant's energy signature anywhere in that car. You're free.
But the car's maintained its link to you. Fascinating. We'll never know how far the Remnant's obsessions wormed into your head. But you should be safe from it getting any worse. In theory.
Oppie, I'm sorry. You didn't get to talk to Alan again.
We managed to pull off the near impossible. And the first thing you do is apologize?
Sorry. I mean,
Don't worry, it was Tobias's fault. He hogged the frequency all for himself yet again.
you heard him too.
I did. That means I didn't imagine that last conversation with Alan. And you know what else?
What?
That your theory was right. And Tobias called it. All that bluster, and he ended up showing us scientists a thing or two. Those moments we heard, they were all from the past. Being inside that well somehow allowed the Remnant to access those imprints and replay them. But Tobias's voice wasn't from the past, it was from somewhere else entirely.
But where? And how?
No clue. Do me a favor. Once you figure it out, don't bother telling me. I'm leaving the zone.
I'm sorry, what?
Alan came to tell me goodbye, and that I was forgiven 37 years ago. I didn't listen. So now, finally, I'm going to take his advice. I should have left the zone a long time ago.
But if we solve this, maybe there's a way to speak to him again.
I heard what I needed to hear. It only took me 37 years to listen. Anyway, all that sounds like a young scientist game. It's not for me anymore. Francis, you decide what to do from here. You can carry the torch and continue the research, or get out of this cursed place and find your own way. It's your decision. And driver, you're free now. You can do what you want last hope. Stay here with Francis. There's so many more stories for the Zone to tell. And the both of you are young enough to listen. My ears are bad. And I refuse to hear them. I've removed all access restrictions to my systems, Francis. The helm is yours.
Wait, I don't know if I can do this alone.
You're not alone. You've got clear eyes, ears open to the impossible, and the driver. Dr. Cook, driver. It's been a pleasure. This is Dr. Ophelia Turner. Signing off.
Abby? Abby! Really? Well, driver, if you don't mind sticking around with me, Abby was right. There's still so much of the Zone that we still don't know about. But with your help, we can tell those stories. I'm no Abby, but I'll do the best I can. You're no longer bound to the car, but it's stayed with you and will continue to protect you as you travel the Zone. Go on then. As long as you're willing to drive, I'm along for the ride.
So, what up, nerds? So, apologies. I kind of kept my mic muted so you guys could hear all the storytelling and the reunion being told. I didn't want to really speak over it. It's not my place to speak over such a decent story. It's been pretty good. Pacific Drive is definitely got, it's on my top 5 list, 100%. It's been great. Minus, like, what do we see? A single bug and some agitating gameplay. It's going to be challenging. It's a challenging game. It's supposed to be. But other than that, it has been, yeah, straight up 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 for me. I wasn't aware this game would actually be that good. Now, additionally, you folks that have been around this whole time to watch me play this game, and some of you guys coming back from Crime Scene Cleaner, don't worry, I'll be going back. Crime Scene Cleaner is going to happen again. They're getting a big ol' update. Anyways, those of you that have been around, watch this whole series. You're priceless. You're an amazing human being. I'm just a new YouTuber. I know that I don't have all the flash and flair of some of the bigger YouTubers, but you sticking around is amazing. I want you to know that I appreciate you. Now, make sure that if you liked it, just throw a like down there. It doesn't cost anything. Neither does the sub button, in fact. In fact, that little red button that says subscribe, yeah, that shit's free. You know what isn't free? Literally anything else in the world. Nothing's free. Dollar stores are now $2.50 stores. Walmart doesn't even have rollbacks anymore. They have roll-ups. I mean, you can't find a discount anymore. So a free subscribe button is insane, especially when it helps somebody else out. If it helps somebody else out, that's nuts. Anyways, I've been talking to you long enough. This music is great. I'll get out of your ears. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you in the next episodes of the next game we're doing. And I hope you guys like it. Later.